guys, my name is Ariana Martinez and today I'm going to be showing you how to make brownies. What you're going to need is you're going to need a box of brownie mix. It could be any brand. I'm using Duncan Hines today. We're going to be making chewy fudge brownie mix. And then you're going to also need vegetable oil, as well as non-stick cooking spray. You also need 2 eggs. And then you can use baking mitts, but today I'm going to be using pot holders. And then you're going to also need a pan, a measuring cup, some toothpicks, a medium-sized bowl, a whisk, a tablespoon to measure, and then a towel, dish towel. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna preheat the oven, but before we do that, we're gonna make sure everything has been removed from it. So as you can see, I've already taken everything out. Whatever you have in it, like pans or anything like that, make sure to take them out and put them somewhere. So we're gonna start by preheating the oven. This is unique to each oven. So for mine, you're gonna press bake, and we need to bake the brownies at 325 degrees. And then the recommended baking time is unique for each oven. So mine say to preheat to 325. Yours will say what to preheat your oven to. And then you're gonna press start. And so we're just gonna let it preheat. Okay, so while the oven preheats, we're gonna get our mix ready. Placing your brownie mix inside the bowl. On the back of your brownie box, it should say how many eggs and how much water and how much vegetable oil you will need. I'm going to be using 2 eggs, 3 tablespoons of water, and 2/3 cups vegetable oil. So I'm just going to start by getting the water. And I'm going to add 2/3 cups of vegetable oil. This is where you're going to use your measuring cup. And fill it to the 2/3 line. On this cup, it's going to be right there, right here. Okay. I'm going to add that to the mix as well. And now we're going to add the eggs, and then we're going to mix it all together. And add that to the mix as well. Then you're going to you're going to use your whisk to mix everything together. We're just going to mix the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients until we get an even consistency. Okay, so at this point your brownie mix should look something like this. Everything should be nice and mixed together. There should be no dry ingredients anymore. It should just be a smooth consistency. need a rubber spatula. We're gonna use this to scrape our brownie mixture into the pan. But before we do that, we're gonna start with our non-stick cooking spray, and we're going to spray the pan. Okay, now that we have sprayed the pan, we are going to start putting the brownie mix in. Putting the brownie mix in. This part I'm just using a spatula to remove any excess that's still left on the whisk. Okay, so once everything's been scraped out of the pan, out of the bowl into the pan, I'm just going to use the spatula to kind of evenly spread it out. Okay, and now that your brownie mix is even, we're just gonna wait for the oven to preheat. Okay guys, so now that our oven has been preheated to the recommended degrees, mine was 325 and my oven has now been preheated to 325, so our brownies are now ready to bake. So you're gonna take your oven mitts, or like I said, I'm using pot holders. For this part, you're gonna want to be very careful. You're gonna want to be very careful when you're putting them in, so you don't burn yourself. So open the oven door all the way, and take your oven mitts, or in this case, pot holders. Hold the sides of the pan and place it on the top shelf. Being careful not to burn yourself. And on the back of the brownie box, it should have the recommended time to bake your brownies for. And it's going to be based off of the pan size. So I'm using a 9x13 pan, so I'm going to bake for 24 to 27 minutes. And just set a timer. You could do this by pressing start time, but I'm just gonna put it on my phone. Okay, so now that the brownies have finished baking for the recommended time, we're just gonna remove from the oven to make sure that they have been fully baked. So for this part, you're gonna be very careful. Again, we're gonna open the oven door all the way. And you're going to use your pot holders or oven mitts to grab the sides of the pan, and we're going to place it on the stovetop. And to make sure they're fully cooked, we're going to use our toothpicks, and we're just going to stick it in the middle of the brownie and pull it out. And nothing should stick to the toothpick. If there's any brownie stuck to it, just put it back in the oven and bake for a few extra minutes. So because ours are fully baked, I'm going to turn the oven off, and you're going to want to also make sure to turn your oven off, and I'm going to do this by pressing cancel and off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe as much as I do.